Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Hello and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Sam Shipe. Beginning with the latest COVID-19 news, Indiana State University will no longer require students to wear masks on campus. That's according to an email the school sent to students today. The new policy will go into effect Friday. School officials say the change is due to new CDC guidelines that say counties with low rates of transmission can relax masking policies. ISU is still requiring unvaccinated students to undergo weekly COVID-19 testing. They are also offering COVID-19 vaccinations at the campus health center for students. The Indiana Senate endorsed a bill that could result in Indiana's statewide COVID-19 public health emergency declaration ending later this week. The bill would allow Governor Holcomb to take administrative steps to end the public health emergency, which has been going on for nearly 2 years. Senators voted 32 to 18 yesterday in favor of the proposal. The bill does not include provisions pushed by Republican House members that would force businesses to give religious exemptions for COVID-19 vaccinations without further inquiry. Holcomb and Senate GOP leaders have sided with major business groups that oppose broad limitations. The House and Senate must agree on a single version of the proposal before it could go to Holcomb for consideration. Holcomb's current public health order expires Friday. In President Biden's State of the Union speech yesterday, he addressed a host of important issues, including COVID-19. He said more free at-home coronavirus test kits will be available for order next week as part of his administration's ongoing COVID plan. This comes after the administration in January moved to provide 4 free rapid antigen tests to any household that requested them online. Republican Representative Lauren Boebert of Colorado interrupted President Joe Biden's State of the Union address last night. It happened as Biden was honoring armed forces members who became sick due to exposure to burn pits, including his own son, Beau, who died of brain cancer in 2015. Boebert interrupted by shouting an apparent reference to the 13 soldiers killed during the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan last year.
The waste of war, medical and hazardous material, jet fuel, and so much more. And they come home, many of the world's fittest and best trained warriors in the world. Never the same. Headaches, numbness, dizziness. A cancer that would put them in a flag-draped coffin. I know. One of those soldiers was my son, Major Beau Biden.
In a tweet afterward, Boebert said she, quote, couldn't stay silent, adding that our heroic servicemen and women deserve so much better. At the State of the Union address, President Biden also discussed the conflict in Ukraine. He said the United States is joining with allies to release up to 60 million barrels of crude oil. Biden said this will help stabilize gas prices in nations across the globe. The oil will come from the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve as well as stockpiles in Europe and Asia. ExxonMobil, BP, and Shell have also announced their intentions to pull out of Russian oil projects. Russia has continued to wage war in Ukraine for more than a week. According to Ukraine's State Emergency Service, more than 2,000 civilians have been killed since the war began. Yesterday, Russian forces fired rockets near a TV tower in Kyiv and struck a Holocaust memorial site. The rocket attack took out broadcasting hardware. Ukraine's Ministry of Internal Affairs says the attack is an indication that Russia is trying to knock out Kyiv's communication infrastructure. Satellite images have shown a 40-mile Russian convoy of tanks headed towards the city. Eurostar is offering free tickets to Ukrainians traveling to UK. Train operator Eurostar is providing Ukrainian nationals free tickets traveling from any Eurostar station to the United Kingdom. A valid UK visa along with a passport will be required to get the ticket. The UK Border Force will be checking for necessary documents during the check-in process. The UK government is going to review the criteria for Ukrainian refugees to enter the country regularly. As tensions rise between Ukraine and Russia, so have the stress levels through some students across the university. NewsLink Indiana's Zach Greer spoke to a psychologist about the resources available to help students.
Ball State University is home to many resources in helping out students and staff, one of which is the Resource and Relaxation Room here on campus that has many ways for students to de-stress.
The relaxation room is a great place to unwind and relax, and we're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and you don't need an appointment. It's a drop-in center.
Dr. Ellen Lucas understands the many problems that occur for others, and with the invasion of Ukraine, Lucas says the best way to deal with the stress over the situation is to focus on your mental stability.
When you're feeling overwhelmed with things that are going on in the world, it's nice to have a place that you can just go just in between classes or when you have a break in your day and just take some time for yourself.
Some students here on campus feel as though showing support in the controversy between Russia and Ukraine is the right thing to do.
Just kind of supporting, like, Ukraine in any way I can, like raising awareness more so, like posting about it on social media and like letting everyone know, and to just be aware that like Ukraine's kind of going through like tough times, and just try to be really supportive of what they're going through.
For students like freshman Sean Thomas, Ball State is working to make the campus more suitable for the well-being of its inhabitants.
A moment for yourself, and just kind of having some time as we're rushing around through the day or we're preoccupied with what's going on in the world. I think that can be really rejuvenating and really helpful and re-energizing for people.
Indiana lawmakers are giving final approval to a Republican-backed bill to ban transgender women and girls from participating in school sports that match their gender identity. The state Senate voted in favor of the bill 32-18 yesterday. This puts the ball in Governor Eric Holcomb's court to make a decision on whether or not it will become a law. Opponents argue the ban is unconstitutional and biased, but the bill would make Indiana at least the 11th Republican-led state with such a law. Holcomb said last week that he would review the bill's final version before making a decision. However, Holcomb has said he adamantly agrees that girls should be playing girls' sports, referring to a person's sex assigned at birth. The MLB announced that opening day of the 2022 season will be canceled due to the ongoing player lockout. A player lockout consists of players and owners disagreeing on certain issues such as working conditions. This results in players refusing to take the field. The 2022 lockout is the first time in 27 years that regular season games will be canceled due to the work stoppage.
Calendar dictates that we're not going to be able to play the first two series of the regular season, and those games are officially canceled. We're prepared to continue negotiations. We've been informed that the MLBPA is headed back to New York, meaning that no agreement is possible until at least Thursday. As such, camps could not meaningfully operate until at least March 8th, leaving only 23 days before the scheduled opening day.
The MLBPA and league owners are trying to come to an agreement, and Manfred is hoping to get baseball back on the field as soon as possible. Now here's a look at your NewsLink Indiana forecast. These are the conditions now. It is currently 50 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Get out and enjoy today if you can. Expect lots of sunshine and highs around 60 degrees. Now let's look at the 7-day forecast. The temperature roller coaster is back. Highs will fluctuate between the upper 30s and around 70 over the next week, and rain is possible late in the weekend. That's going to do it for us this midday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Shipe. Be sure to tune in to NewsLink Indiana tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. Have a great rest of your day.